Hi, Danny. I don't know if anybody else is here, but I will find out. For some reason, your chat on the streaming side of things never. Oh, there it is. Hi, Donica. Good to see you. I'm still eating dinner. We're in a new temporary location today. We're cat sitting for my aunt and uncle in California, just here locally. Um, so I am at their house because the signal in the driveway is not good enough to do it from out there. It's been fun. It's been fun. Sorry, this is gonna be loud. Just for a second though. We got McDonald's. Chicken nuggets. Yeah, it's been easy. Their cats are very different than our cats. They're like she always jokes that my aunt does. She jokes that they're her special needs cats because they are just so quirky. She's like, we've never had cats like these before. I think that they just didn't get enough attention from humans when they were little. So they're skittish. Like they like they'll purr and they'll want pets, but like it's like they don't know how to ask. Like they don't quite know how to do it. So like they'll be purring and but they'll just rub up against random pieces of furniture instead of like actually coming over to your hand. And then like if you're able to pet them, then they're like, oh, this is great. But like, they don't think of it. It's very funny. But they're cute. Their names are Miles and Birdie. They never hang out in here, so you probably won't see them. But chicken nugs. Yeah, Donica. It actually is cooled down. It's cooled down here enough to where it's kind of comfortable again, but it's still way warmer than it should be. It's just weird here this year. Everything's hot. Oh, I didn't put music back on. I changed the playlist, but I forgot to hit play. Oops. There. I gotta put my headphones on too. Since we had to do like a whole new setup, I feel like I'm behind on everything. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to find my headphones. Inktober shorts? Oh, thank you so much. They are a lot of work, which is why I'm behind on. Oh, so behind. I'm like 2 days behind still. But they've been fun to make. It's like a challenge in how many words I can fit into a minute doing those voiceovers. I just have stories to tell. Nice, Danny. How very Arizona of you to make a quesadilla. I think that's like one of my major food groups. Quesadillas. Yeah, so the next Inktober, after we go to the voiceover tonight, next one's a Goblin. And then after that, it's like Black Lagoon and I can't remember what the other one is. Anyway, I have to get caught up on those. Did I surf today? No. I don't know the spots around here very well. Last time I went to the spots around here, they were very much too much for me. Vincent went today, and it was too much for him. He said he basically just like was tossed around he was in the dishwasher for an hour. So I'm glad I didn't go today. I stayed in and worked on stuff. I kind of woke up not feeling great. It's just like one of those days, just meh. I've kind of been meh all day. I'm not sure why. I think it's anxiety. I just can't figure out like what I'm anxious about, but it feels like anxiety. Low energy, no appetite until now. Just having a really hard time focusing. I don't know. Maybe I'm coming down off of hurricane watch because I am a weather nerd, so I've been on hurricane watch for like 3 days. Just from afar. Monitoring the situation because that's so helpful to all the people in Florida. But it might be a little bit of that too. Yeah, so I figured out, so we have T-Mobile, like our phone service right now. And T-Mobile, we already get free Netflix, Hulu, and Apple TV Plus through our T-Mobile account. Like they cover it. I think I pay like $6 or $8 more for Netflix without ads. Like, it's just like the base plans that they cover. So I pay a little bit more for Netflix, but we don't pay for any other streaming services. Like, those are our big ones, besides like Prime Video, which we pay for Amazon Prime, so that's its own thing. But yeah. But I realized, I was looking for Halloween movies to watch, and I realized like all of the Halloween movies that everybody recommends and the ones that I love are all like nostalgia movies that are mostly Disney Channel movies. So I realized I could pay only $2 more for Disney Plus through my Hulu account that T-Mobile already pays for. So that's kind of nice. $2 for Hulu and Disney, at least through next February. I think the Hulu one with T-Mobile is like a limited time promotion or something. But anyway, so I signed up for $2 Disney Plus today, and I watched. What did I watch? I watched a little bit of Agatha all along, but I couldn't focus on it, so I switched to watching National Treasure. Which, neither of them are Halloween. Agatha is kind of because it's witchy, but neither of them are literally Halloween anyway. So dumb. That's the kind of hard day I was having focusing. I managed to get one video up, so. And I've actually put it up without captions, which is so annoying, so then I re-uploaded it. But the TikTok one, like the TikTok version of it, was already doing well, so that one just doesn't have captions now. Monica, they're so scary. I think all of us probably are having like bad weather fatigue between Helene and Milton, and that's not to mention the people who actually have been affected by it. That's just us watching it on the news. But this one was a big one. If it had hit Tampa, it would have been a lot worse. I'm glad that it veered south a little bit. I know Sarasota literally is underwater, which is not good. So is Venice. What else? There are a few other towns that got hit really badly that weren't Tampa. But I just feel like Tampa would have taken a lot longer to recover just because of where it's located. And there's so much stuff like right on the bay right there. And Lieutenant Dan probably wouldn't have made it. I don't know if you followed Lieutenant Dan on TikTok. I think he's a reported crackhead. I don't know if he actually is, so don't quote me on that. But he has all the signs. But he lives in a boat in the bay, and everyone was very worried about him. He refused to leave when he survived. Donica. Agatha All Along is very fun. It's very reminiscent of WandaVision. Same kind of thing with like a spell world that's not real and a bunch of witches doing stuff, but I actually really like it. It's fun. I just couldn't focus past episode 3. I also saw Joker, the second one. Everyone has a lot of opinions about that, so if you want to talk about it, I can. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, or if you really want to see it and you think it's going to be great. I actually liked it, so it's not that I like trash talk it, but everyone else seems to be trash talking it. Donica, I think that WandaVision would be worth your time. It's pretty short. I don't feel like there's that much of WandaVision to watch, but also I think it's still my favorite of like all of like the Marvel TV shows on Disney Plus. I haven't watched all of them, but I really loved WandaVision. It was like a tearjerker at the end. And so now it's fun watching this, knowing Wanda, because I haven't seen her yet in Agatha All Along. I don't even know if you will. I just know that she's the reason that they're having problems right now. They keep mentioning her. So it might be helpful just so that you understand like Wanda's whole shtick. And it is a good introduction also into like the witches as like a Marvel, concept. Because they're kind of normal witches, but they're not, because they're part of the Marvel universe, so they're kind of superheroes too. It's like a whole thing. Sorry, I'm gonna keep eating. Yeah, I've just been hanging out, not feeling great. Okay, here's what it is. It's a combo of dehydrated, because I completely forgot to drink water yesterday. It's tension. Definitely a tension headache also, because I've been sitting and working on the computer nonstop. And then it's anxiety, which could have been triggered by all the Hurricane Watch. Probably actually, because that's waiting for things, like really, really is a distraction for me. I really struggle with that. Like doing anything else in my day when I'm waiting for something. I think that's the ADHD of it though. That's so ADHD. It's like, have an appointment at 2:00, so you're like up at 9 and all you can do is wait for the appointment. That happens to me constantly. And so like, big weather events coming up, count me out for the week. And I'm a weather nerd, so I spent forever Googling it. I got really into the weather when I moved to New York. In 2012, I moved literally the weekend before Hurricane Sandy. So I lived through Hurricane Sandy in New York City. Actually, it was on Long Island, but same diff. They all got hit the same hard. And then there was all those really amazing big, like blizzardy nor'easters that I love so much. So I just have been following weather closely ever since. And then last year we were in Tornado Alley for a while during tornado season. So then I was watching that. Daniel, I have not seen. That's the new movie, right? If it's a movie, I haven't seen it. I think I got a little Marvel fatigue. I'm trying to catch up now that we have Disney Plus. I can watch everything at home. Here, tell me if you're the same, Donica. I feel like there's just too many of them. Like there's too many shows, and a lot of them are short, or they like don't continue them. It's the same like problem with Netflix, or problem as Netflix. So it's just like I have a hard time getting invested. But everyone said Agatha All Along was so good. I was like, okay, it's witchy, Halloweeny, happy October. Oh, hi Diane. I feel like I haven't seen your name in a long time. How are you doing? I'm eating chicken nuggets. Welcome. I love Wanda. I think she's a badass. I love her relationship with what's his name? The android guy. The not real guy. The stone guy. the sentient robot. I can't remember his name. I'm so bad at the names. Also, what is everyone working on? Dan, what are you working on? Donna, are you still working on your crochet? Daniel, are you working on games? Oh no, I'm doing quesadilla and homework. You already said that. Vision. WandaVision. Duh. So dumb. Oh, we don't need rap. I'm not interested in that. This is too much for me. You gotta change it. Well, let's see. I'm going to... I can't see chat just for a sec. I'm going to change the music. I do epidemic sound so that I don't have to worry about getting copyright struck. But the system for doing everything is not quite as easy to follow and to see. Okay. Oh my god, finished with your slouch hat. Nice, that was pretty fast. I feel like you were still working on that last week. Crochet sweater. I'm still working on my knitted cardigan. I feel like I'm not gonna be done with it, and like it's gonna be spring again. I haven't been working on it very much lately because I just feel like it's too hard to do that and stitching and sit on the computer all day and draw. It's too much. Dan, I'm so sorry. Usually I eat before or after, but we're at my aunt and uncle's house cat sitting. So everything like is different. Like it takes longer to set up. And Vincent already brought food back. And it was already sitting on the counter for like 10 minutes. I was like, I can't wait any longer. I just have to eat it right now. It's gonna be cold and disgusting. Daniel with the audio nuggle. Is that like another thing to use for music? I like Epidemic Sound. They have a lot of good artists. I'm almost done, I promise. Actually, I lied. I'm only halfway done. What else has been going on? Mostly just playing house. The cats are in the van. We kind of split our time. It's like we each spend like a few hours out in the van during the day, which is, you know, that's our normal life. So it's just like, it's almost like if we were going to work during the day, we'd just be hanging out, kind of splitting our time. There's a really bad service out there. So we really, neither of us can really work out there because Vincent definitely couldn't teach and uploading videos is so slow. Also tell me if this is too loud, this music. On my end, it's kind of loud. but I can't hear it at the volume that you can hear it at. Anyway, yeah, so they hang out in the van, and we split our time. Like, Vincent took the van to go surfing today, so like they went to the beach with him, and then I came out and hung out for a few hours in the van and snuggled before we got food. And the other kitties, they mostly just hang out. They like to sleep on my aunt and uncle's bed in the master bedroom, or under the bed. They love under the bed more than like anything. And they'll really just come out to like say hi and get food. They really don't hang out in the main house very much. Like in the mornings when it's sunny, like they'll snooze in the sun for a little bit, but they mostly sleep on the bed in there. And it could be that their routine's thrown off because we're here. You know, who knows? My aunt and uncle did say that they really just stick to themselves though, so they're kind of like feral cats forced to be inside, but like they don't want to leave because they know that it's better in here, but they just are still kind of like doing their own thing. Dan, okay, I'm catching up. Sorry, I talked too much. I just apologize, eat up. I haven't caught up live in a while. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. I just took such a break from doing YouTube regularly. I feel like I don't know who's still keeping up. I don't know who sees it. So it's nice to hear that you're watching. I like creating content, so. This is my first time doing Inktober. I have a secret art talent nobody knew about. That's actually the main thing I've done my entire life. I just don't talk about it for some reason. But I did mention this in a past live. Donica, you know about it. When we were talking about it with Mary, a few weeks ago. Maybe last week. I can't remember. Anyway, that art curriculum, I decided that I think I'm gonna do that as a YouTube series. Because why not? Like, it'll help keep me accountable, and it's more fun that way. So I built, basically, Jan, I built a whole year-long college level art curriculum to kind of continue the education I started in school that I never finished. Because I need direction. I'm just so scatterbrained and I never know what to do. So I need people telling me what to do. And I was like, if I make this myself, if I just like come up with a list of things to do, then it's not fun. Because it's like, I already have to think it through and I already know about it. So then it's not a fun surprise where I'm like, ooh, that's a great idea. Wow, that sparks my imagination. Because it's like, it's already coming from my imagination. Anyway, so I did a whole, literally, actually now it's up to 15 months because I added a few like little boot camps for anatomy and digital painting. But yeah, I made it like a very intensive, like week by week curriculum with like sketchbook assignments and digital assignments and master studies, because master studies are what I really love from college. So that's what I miss the most, is like learning from other artists. So I did that, and then I was thinking it through, like this is just built-in content, and content helps me stay accountable, because if I'm making a video every week, then it's like there's a reason to keep doing it. So then I put everything back through ChatGPT and said, okay, here's what we're doing. Now, give me content ideas for every single week. And help me come up with a script for an intro video so that I don't have to think it all through myself, because it's too much. So, I am doing that. I think I'll probably start posting in like a week or two. I need to start working through the curriculum and like get some B-roll and stuff to like do an intro video, and then I'll start posting week by week. But so I think I might be doing Inktober type of shorts like all the time, because I'm really enjoying it. Is all of that to say, back to Inktober. Inktober is what made me want to do that, because I've just been having so much fun with it. But, like, this is great. Like, I need to be doing art because I love it, and it is the only thing that I've ever been good at and the only thing I've ever wanted to do. So I'm doing pseudo art right now with like cross-stitch patterns and, you know, other kinds of creative stuff, but not just art, because I always feel like I'm not doing it enough compared to all of the other fine artists and traditional artists and digital artists. I always feel like I'm just not good enough to like be postable. So Inktober has been a really good practice for that, because it's helping me build my confidence to like, one, not care about criticism and critique, because that was a really hard part for me of college way back in the day, 10 years ago. And then also just get back in the habit of doing it and see if it's something that I want to be doing more of, which I do. So anywho, that's what I've been up to. Inktober's been good and so busy. And I think I'm going to be so busy all the time for like the next year, but I also feel like I need to do it. Like, it's like my white whale. It's like the elephant in the room that I keep looking around. to other things I want to do, and I just need to actually address it. So. Thanks. You're so nice. Yeah, it's just really the only thing I've ever been good at. I think also there's something about my entire family are really creative. I'm like on my mom's side. Like my mom and everyone in that family are artists in some capacity. And my mom, like, she loves teaching, but she's a musician, like a classically trained musician, and she does a lot of art in her free time just because she loves it. And I think that came from my grandpa. My grandpa was an architect, and he probably could have made a lot of money as a fine artist. His art's beautiful, but he just never did. He never like had the confidence to, I think. He took all kinds of classes. He has the most beautiful, like, I have sketchbooks of him, like of his when he died, and after, a few years we all started like taking up some of his stuff. All of us creative cousins, which are all of us draw and paint and whatever. Make music. So I took his sketchbooks, some empty ones. I thought they were empty, and then I opened them up and there's like random beautiful drawings in there, just like 1 or 2 pages, and the rest of it's empty. So I have like a lot of stuff like that from him. I have like a really beautiful Winsor Newton like watercolor set and some really nice brushes and all the little cool little tins and things that he'd put his charcoals and like pastels in. I have all of that, and I have his art, like a couple of his art bags that have like his handwriting on them. It's like beautiful architect blocky handwriting that I love so much. Anyway, so I think a lot of my cousins are like that. Like we all kind of have taken stuff from him, and me and my siblings spent the most time with him because my mom was the youngest and the only daughter of my grandparents. Yeah, she has 3 older brothers, and they all have huge families. Well, 2 of the 3 have huge families. So they were all kind of doing their own thing. And meanwhile, like my mom, the youngest daughter, was getting divorced, and there was only 3 of us kids. So we spent a lot of time with my grandparents growing up. So he like really directly influenced most of my creativity was directly influenced from my grandpa. And he was really quiet. He was really funny and really quiet. And like you would have never heard him say one bad word about anyone. Like I know everyone says this about people who die. Like everyone always says nice things, but like my grandpa actually was that special. Like my dad always tells this story how he and my grandpa were up on the roof like fixing tiles or something, and my grandpa was hammering and like full on smashed his thumb with a hammer. And my dad is always just like, if that happened to me, I would have yelled or something. And my grandpa just like sets the hammer down and looks at his already turning black thumb and is like, well, would you look at that? He gets down and goes and takes care of it. He just like he never raised his voice. He never got mad. He never like lashed out. He was so endlessly patient, which meant that he was a really, really good art teacher. He was just so encouraging. So I had spent endless hours with him. He turned his like garage into a studio. It's the same garage that we ended up building our van out of. All of his stuff was still in there. His big rulers and table that he built to do all of his like blueprints. He hand drew blueprints. He never went digital for architecture. But yeah, so I would spend forever in there, and he would just give me art supplies, and I would just draw with him. And then he would do other really fun things with me, like it was around the time I graduated high school. He had this like whole wall. It's a wall that's on the outside of their house, like the fence wall. It was shared with my aunt and uncle on the other side of it. So like it was kind of a shared wall between the 2 houses. But it was on like the street side of things. I don't know if you could see it. And he literally just handed me whatever paint he had on hand, and is like, draw something beautiful, paint something beautiful. So I spent like a weekend like painting their whole fence with like these big giant kind of abstract flowers. And he'd come out and be like, that looks great. And he would like give me encouragement. I look at it now and I'm like, wow, that's definitely a child did that. But it stayed there up until my grandma sold the house. It still was there. Anywho, so I think all of us grandkids got a lot of that like from my grandpa, but I spent a lot of time with him in particular, and I never really got to say goodbye when he died. He died really quickly, and I was on the other side of the country as an 18-year-old living in New York, so I didn't get to come home. I came back for the funeral, so I never got to say goodbye, which I still cry if I talk about a decade later. That's how much it impacted me. And meanwhile, all of my cousins have not done a lot with their creative stuff. Like they all are creative. They just do it as a hobby or in their free time or do it for gifts or whatever. And there's this one time where my older cousin, she is at her, I can't remember. It was after I got into the illustration program that I got into for college. And my cousin, Chelsea, yeah, Daniel knows. Daniel spent so much time with my grandpa too. So Daniel can attest. He was great. We love him. Anyway, so it was after I got into the illustration program. So it was like, Emma's gonna have a career in art because I was a fine artist major in college. And one of my cousins, my older cousins, who we had drawings of hers of like that she had done of me and my little sister, like up on our wall. We still have them up on our wall in like my mom's house. So she was a really good artist too. But there's this one time where she came up to me. I can't remember when it was. It would have been at my wedding. Anyway, she came up to me and she just was like, she was just so excited. Like she was so happy that I was doing something with art. She's like, you're the only one, like, please, like, you have to do it. You're the only one to carry on, like, what grandpa did. And, like, I'm so happy for you. And I'm so proud of you that you got into this program. And I think that's amazing. Like, she was just so sweet. And then that was a decade ago. And I look back on it and I'm like, I haven't done anything with it. I haven't done anything. I haven't continued that education. I haven't done anything at all. And it makes me really sad. So I kind of feel like I owe it. I owe it to my grandpa, who gave me this skill through all of his patient teaching. And I want to do it for my family, who haven't been able to do that for themselves for the most part. That was a very long background story of my family, but anyway, I kind of wasn't thinking about that. I don't think about that very often, but I've been really thinking about it lately. I just feel like it's a sign. I need to do something with it. So here we are. Now I'm gonna figure that out, fit it into my schedule and my content somehow. Thanks, Jan. I really feel like when I look back at my life, I regret not working on it more sooner. And I know that because of that, if I don't start now, that feeling's never gonna go away. Like that feeling's just gonna get worse the longer I wait. The more time passes, the more time I have to look back on and feel like, what am I doing? So it's been a decade since I was in school, and it's time. It's time. I think I'm in the mental headspace. I was really proud of myself. Some of the like not criticism, just like very honestly critique. I think it was the second Inktober I posted. It was a comment I pinned on YouTube. Because someone posted like, looks like shit, redraw it, or I can't remember. But it launched like a whole bunch of replies of people either like defending me and saying, you redraw it, or it looked like a skull to me, or other people being like, I mean, it's not great if you look at it. Like, they're not wrong. They could have said it nicer. And in a past life, that would have sent me absolutely spiraling. I would have literally spent so much time thinking about that. And I was so proud of myself that I looked at that comment and I laughed and I pinned it and I literally didn't think about it again. And I could just laugh at all the replies. And it was like not a thing that like weighed on my mind at all. I was like, wow, this is growth. I don't care and this is growth. So I think I mentioned that last week too. Sorry for the rehash, Donica. But yeah, so I think now is the time, mainly because of that, because it won't like send my mental health spiraling to deal with all of the shit you get for posting things on the internet, which I get anyway. I get that regardless. That's probably why I'm okay with it now. I think it's just time and experience. It makes it easier, really. Okay, we're finally gonna start stitching. I still have fries, but I will tackle those later. They'll be disgusting and cold. It'll be fine. I really need to finish this pattern. It's been going on so long. I keep posting on my schedule every week. It's like, post a video of this pattern to try to encourage myself to work on it and get it done. And then I never get it done. So I just keep pushing back the video like week after week. But I've been recording it when I'm doing it outside of that. A birdie!
A birdie.
Here, this is Birdie. She's very cute. She doesn't love to be picked up, so this is impressive. Miles we cannot pick up, but he's cute. He's black and white and he's smaller than Birdie. There she goes. Are you hungry? Both of them walk like low to the ground. Like they're kind of like stalking, trying to be sneaky. Yeah, her little meow. She's a cute meow. It's very raspy. Anyway, there's show and tell for you. We'll never be able to pick up Miles to show you, so just imagine Birdie but black and white and smaller, which is it describes like half the cats on this planet. Okay, Diane. So good to chat with you. We'll be here every week. Come on back whenever you feel like it, and comment so that I know that you watch stuff. We can chat. I love hearing from people. You don't have to compliment me. You can just say hey. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I was wanting to post finishing this pattern as a video, but it's literally taking so long. I feel like it's too late now. I just want to get it done. So I might trash that. Which happens to me so much. I'm like, why am I like this? I always like have ideas and then I don't actually finish them. Because then it takes too long to actually accomplish. I'm like, well, I overestimated how much time I have to do that. Okay, this might be crooked today. Sorry. I don't have as good a setup for my camera. It's kind of crazy. I should show you, just for fun. There's my camera up there. And I have 2 legs on the desk and 1 leg on the floor. Like 1 tripod leg all stretched out. And then this light hooked to it also. So it's kind of harder to move it around than, that weird. Than it is in the van, because I just have the camera like up in our closet in the van, so it's like very out of the way, and this does not get to be out of the way. Okay, what else is going on in everyone else's life? I've talked your ear off about random stuff. Random family stuff. Tell me what's going on with you guys. Daniel, how's school? You're deep into your fall semester now. Have you had midterms yet? Hopefully everything is fine and fun. Jackie was gonna be on tonight. I have not seen her yet though. Maybe I should text her. She texted me earlier. No, I won't. That's annoying. And where are you? I changed my mind. Just finished up midterms. Pity. Oh man. Daniel has the worst asthma ever. Family legend. Because a lot of people in my family have asthma, but Daniel's is the worst. I'm sorry your breathing's bad. Utah historically isn't great for smog, from what I remember. Which is frustrating, I'm sure. It is actually pretty easy to adjust, at least. Trying to put it like as straight as possible, because I hate when it's like on too much of an angle. It's annoying for everyone. Good long time of being good. Dang it. Well, hopefully. Do you have all the meds that you need? That's so nice. Have you had to miss classes? I'm playing Minecraft again. So you can play with me if you want to. You're just stuck at home. Donica, my next one was supposed to be a Sanderson Sisters one. It's like the last one of the Halloween ones I needed to do, but I feel like it's so late now that I might just go ahead and start on the Christmas ones so that I can get those posted on Etsy. I haven't seen any difference in sales. I just feel like now it's just all my own personal thing that I have to do. So I think I might do, I already have Black Ida, so I think I might do the 'Tis the Damn Season one. Do you remember what that one looks like? I don't have my iPad. I can't show you a nice picture. I'll show you a tiny picture. But it's cute, and I had recommended doing beads, and someone in one of my reviews for that one said that the beads were so cute. Or maybe they used metallic. I can't remember. I recommended doing fun stuff. But it's this one right here. I think it's cute. Yeah. So I might do that. I think I have all the thread for it. And it would be pretty quick because it's just like colors on black. You have meds for a year. Good. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. The other ones, I only have 2 Christmas patterns. I have that one, and I have like lyrics from Taylor Swift's Under the Mistletoe. Under the Mistletoe, watching the fire glow, I think is the lyrics, and then it's just cute topography and stuff. Those are my only 2 Christmas patterns, so I'll probably try to knock those out, and then I'll go back to just doing all the patterns, every pattern. I do have blue Ida for the Honey Life is Just a Classroom pattern. I think it's the first one that I posted from this August when I started posting again. So I might do that one too, just because I also have that fabric and I kind of want to like use it all up. Mr. Awesome made a nice little card, but over Super Rolls gummy worms and a pint of orange juice. Daniel, that's so happy. You do have good friends. That makes me very happy that you have good friends. You deserve good friends. I don't know why this doesn't seem clear to me. Sorry, I don't want to like shine a light in your face. How about that? That's a little bit better. I feel like the lighting just is weird sometimes. Daniel, that's very nice. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of have this slow and steady. I've kind of paused making new patterns until I get caught up on stitching all my old ones, so that I can just stitch each new one as I go. I just feel like the pile's just gonna grow and grow and grow, and I'm gonna get really overwhelmed. But I kind of feel like I really do want to stitch them, just because I think that it makes a better listing. So it's a rule I made for myself. And otherwise, Joker 2, Donna, if you want to know. Very mixed reviews. I can see what people mean when they say that the director only wanted to make one movie and he had to do another one because of contract. You can kind of tell. But also, if you enjoy musicals, like Broadway musicals, meaning like you'll recognize more of the music from Joker 2, then you'll enjoy it. I recognized almost all the songs. I think there were 1 or 2 that I didn't know, but it is a lot of music and singing. But you know, Lady Gaga has a great voice, and Joaquin Phoenix actually sounded really good too. Lady Gaga especially was great. Like there were some real standout moments from her. Like there were some good storytelling moments in general where Vince and I were like goosebumps. Vince got a little teary at the end. Like I think it's definitely it's emotional in like a good way. I think there were a lot of people that wanted it to be like Joker's rise, you know, into being Joker, and instead it's like Arthur's descent into like just madness with his brain. So it's kind of like, it's not like a fun actiony movie. It's like a more and more like, it kind of gets more and more like esoteric and like more of an analogy or a metaphor as you go. So you have to be okay with that. I don't want to like give away any spoilers. I'm trying to make sure I don't say anything that ruins it. But I love movies that make me think, and I feel like this movie made me think. So I was happy with it. Yeah, Lady Gaga was great. She's always solid, but yeah, I think she was a real standout. She was great. Joker and Harley Quinn are yes and no. The relationship goes through a whole life cycle in the movie. I will say that. It's complicated as you'd expect, and it picks up right where you left off with him in prison, in like the psych ward. So, a lot more of the movie is about him dealing with that than I expected it to be. So be prepared for lots of prison scenes and some really hard to watch scenes with prison guards and a lot of court. You had to go through court, and they chose the whole court case. So get ready for that. I think it's worth seeing in theaters just because I think that the musical numbers are so just like big and fun. I think that the music is good in theater. Like we saw it in Dolby Atmos, like the Dolby Cinema at AMC, and I'm glad we did. It's definitely not one I think I would be able to follow watching at home because it's just, like I said, it is so metaphorical. And a lot of it is happening inside of his head. So it's kind of hard to follow if you're not like really paying attention. I could have done with 1 or 2 less musical scenes, personally. And I love musicals. So there's that. But, I don't know, I can see why it has terrible reviews. Because I understand that the people, like the audience that loves Joker is probably not gonna love this movie. But we actually did like it. We left feeling like, wow, that was great. Like we like had a long discussion like on our way out of the theater and like driving back to our spot that night. Yes. The Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, I will say, is very different than the Harley Quinn here. Because this Joker is like so much more grounded in reality, and Suicide Squad / like Jared Leto's Joker is way more like comic booky. You know, the whole vibe of it is very comic book, loud and silly and like neon. And this is so grounded in reality. Like instead, he meets her in the psych ward, and they like start a relationship while they're imprisoned. And I think she loves him because of Joker and not because of Arthur Fleck. So that causes problems. Yeah, I think this movie is definitely not for everyone. I like I said, I really understand why it has terrible reviews. That being said, as a kid raised by theater folk, I also still enjoyed it, and I liked the song choices. I thought that they worked really well, and the music was like, the singing was great, and the musical numbers were fun. So to me, as a theater lover, it was great. That will not be for everybody though. This music is too elevatory. Yep. Thank you. Okay, sorry, can't see chat for a sec. I will say I do love like Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. I think as far as like being true to canon, the canon Joker, you know, comic book Joker and Harley Quinn, I think Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn. Like when you look at it like as from the canon, Margot Robbie is like to Harley Quinn what I think Heath Ledger is to Joker for a lot of people. But this is just, I feel like, its own beast. Like this is a whole different story and a whole different vibe. It's much more Chris Nolan-y, but also not. I need to scoot up. But this chair doesn't want to move. I'll wreck my back. Let me see. I wonder if there's so many movies out right now. We have so many to see, but we haven't booked any other ones. Hey, Vince? Oh, he has headphones in. I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna remind him to look at movies. Since we're down south, you have to go to a different movie theater than the one that we've been usually going to. Should we book a movie? Question mark. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's been pretty low key because I just feel like we've been working nonstop. Me on the stuff that you've seen, and Vincent's been doing a lot of content and stuff too because he started some new group classes. So he started group classes that are like hybrid classes. So like there's videos that people can watch on their own, and then there's like the together group part once a week. He's having to do videos for all of those that he can have ready to go. That's like a lot of stuff he's doing on the back end also. And then he started that series with my brother and my friend Dana, teaching them French, which is getting good. Like, people are really liking that. So I think that's a good format for like showing, kind of like people can pretend like they're in the lesson with them, which is fun. This stitch is way too close to the clip. I will make it work. Oh. I'm surrounded right now by amazing memorabilia, I have to tell you. My uncle he's worked in the music industry forever. Like, he ran the comedy club where Steve Martin got his start way back in like the 70s. And he's especially been in music education for his whole career here in LA / Carlsbad. But his wife and my aunt Carol, they got married I think in their 40s, so like post being able to have kids. So it's just been the two of them. They always have cats, which we already love that, cat people. But my aunt she did book sales for Time Warner, which huge book company, and then like they bought out other companies, so they just got bigger and bigger, or maybe they got bought out. Anyway, huge like publishing conglomerate. And she did book sales, so she is like the person who got the advance copies to read and then sell to like bookstores. And so she'd be going all around, and she'd go to all the conferences, and like she's directly responsible for like how successful a book is for an artist or for an author. So they would really like wine and dine her, which is really fun. So like their house is amazing because my Uncle Steve just has so much incredible like music memorabilia. Like this whole room is lined with like records, and he's just got like really cool, like lots of like music history. They have like so many tickets from all the concerts that they've been to. And my aunt has like books on books on books, like every book. But like some of the ones, I was looking at some of the ones that they have on one of their not dressers, like one of their spots outside in the main part of the house. They have there's books that are everywhere, stacks of books everywhere as part of like their decor. But I was looking at them, and literally like every single one was signed Nicholas Sparks, Carol and Steve, like so lovely spending time with you. I saw one from James Patterson. This was from a book that he published in 1998. So this would have been when that book was published. But this book is signed, like I can't remember exactly, but I was dying. I was like, Carol, I'll never forget the weekend we spent in the day we spent together in beautiful romantic San Diego. James Patterson, XOXO James Patterson. Like every single book has like these really personal, amazing messages from all of these, like Dean Koontz and Nicholas Sparks, James Patterson. Who else was on that shelf? So many people on the shelf. But I was just like reading through all of these like amazing like first edition signed books that she has just from her days in publishing. I love it so much. She gave me a whole bunch of first edition Twilight books with the old covers, not the lame new covers. So that's kind of fun. She also has a whole bunch of stuff from like the original, like when they were first selling Twilight and it got really big. She has like all the original convention stuff, like the button pins with like the graphic novel like art and different fun stuff. It's pretty fun. Let's see. Getting texts, since it's now that early voting has started, I get so many texts from like the Arizona voting. I'm already ready for it to be over. I'm like waiting. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss Vincent's text, but I keep getting texts from the Arizona Democratic Party. Yeah, there's some movies that I really want to see. Let's see. I will pull up AMC so we can remember. There's so many. Oh, there's a wild robot. I wanted to see that. Megalopolis looked crazy and kind of fun. Speak No Evil, we need to see with James McAvoy. We already saw Beetlejuice. Oh. Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. I love Superman. Oh, the first one looked too scary for me too. I didn't see the first one. Vincent watched it on his own. He said it was like a typical scary movie, but the first one, the trailer scared me so bad, and the second one is the same. Like, I have to close my eyes at the trailer, so I won't be seeing the new Smile either. Too scary. Let's see what else. I guess there isn't that much that we haven't seen yet. I guess there's look at coming soon. Venom: The Last Dance looks kind of fun. The trailers are fun. I literally didn't even recognize Tom, what's his name? The guy who plays Venom. I didn't recognize him at first. He's so much older now. Oh, the new Moana's coming out next month. There was one other one that was coming out soon. And now I can't remember what it was. Oh, Happy Death Day looked funny. That's like the kind of scary movie I like more. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any more actually that I haven't already mentioned. They're like showing a lot of movies, like The Black Phone and Saw. Like, they're showing a whole bunch of ones, like they're re-showing them. Oh, We Live in Time. I wanted to see that with Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. That one looked good. Everyone says it's really good. Like all the people who saw it in the early showings. Oh, the new John Wick movie. We just saw the first trailer for that. That one looks great. I can't remember when it's coming out, but I wanted to see that one for sure. If you didn't know it's a John Wick movie, it's a nice surprise at the end of the trailer. He pops up. It's kind of fun. Black Phone is good. I really liked the Black Phone. Yeah, I like, again, horror that makes you think. So like, I really love A24 horror movies in particular. I think that they're really good. Like Midsommar is like the first one that really became huge. They've come out with a lot of other really good ones now too. I like A24 movies in general. I like, I really love limited series. Like, what's the name of the guy? They did The Haunting at Hill House, and then The Haunting of Bly Manor, and then Midnight Mass, and then The Fall of the House of Usher. I literally can't think of their name right now, but they did all 4 of those like limited series on Netflix, and all of them are chef's kiss, the most amazing things. I really love that kind of horror. It's spooky, you know, there's ghosty things popping up. The crooked neck lady in The Haunting of Hill House is so spooky, but it makes sense at the end. Like, I understand it, and it has like deeper meanings, and like there's a reason that it's happening beyond just to scare you. I think that's what I don't like, maybe, is like when it's just like randomly spooky for no reason. It's just a random family getting randomly haunted in a random house. Like, that's so boring to me. Like, give me some story. So I really love, I think all of those are based on books. You would probably like the books too, Jonica, if you liked the show, if you like the books. I think the show, there's a lot of it that isn't scary. And like Hill House, it has like a really, I think, a beautiful ending. So, the crooked neck lady is the scariest part of Hill House, I think. Bly Manor is really good. I think I like Hill House better than Bly Manor. But you would love, if you hadn't watched any of the other ones, Midnight Mass is amazing and not scary, really. It's vaguely vampiric, but it's not a lot of horror. It's more spooky, like thriller mystery. And I would say The Fall of the House of Usher is similar. It's not really horror either. It's just, you know, they're so philosophical in the writing, regardless. They're all absolutely worth a watch. I think my most favorite favorite monologue I've ever heard in any kind of show or movie ever is in Midnight Mass. It's spectacular. It just makes you feel all kinds of things. It's in the last episode, so you have to watch the whole thing. I will read it to you if you don't want to watch it, because you should hear it. Everyone should hear it. I think it's so good. But yeah, I think as the shows have gone on, this creator's done. I literally can't think of his name right now, but I feel like the monologues get longer and longer, but I love his writing, so I'm okay with it. But if you don't like things that are like very full of thoughts and prolonged shots of actors talking, then you won't like it. But I like that. And honestly, I watch a lot of true crime. That's my preferred scary stuff, is true crime. Which, you know, isn't scary per se, but it's as spooky as I like to get usually, is like knowing that there's murderers out there. I'm going to shift this over if I can. We shall see if I can. I just need to make this a little straighter because it's gonna kill my back. And I'm old now. I think it's the chair that's messing it up. Sorry, everybody. Jeez. Okay, I think we're good. Gotta make some adjustments. There. That. Ah, better. Okay, much better. Book was great. Didn't watch the shows. Oh, I already read that. Yeah, those are my most favorite, like, horror genre things I have watched in a very long time. That works. Let's see. Let me know if it looks blurry to you. I really hate it when it's blurry, so. Okay. Where did I put this thread? I will finish this pattern someday. Yeah, I'm kind of wanting to watch. I think I'm in a spooky mood. I think like summer's officially finally over for me because we're not hanging out at the beach for 2 weeks. So I kind of will get out of the habit of it. I will say we made a friend on the beach when he was a vet, and she just bought herself like a new like an actual. She was on a foamy like mine, like a blue foamy surfboard for a long time, and she just bought herself like a real surfboard. And so she's been posting a lot of videos taking it out in the weather. I have to show you. It looks so terrible. It kind of makes me like this is not fun summer surfing anymore. I won't stop surfing because it feels so good. Like muscles. I like that part. But yeah, the weather looks terrible. Let me see. I will pull it up for you. Let me see if it's still. Her story. Yeah, look at this. Terrible. It's so foggy and so rainy. Like, oof, not fun. Look at the wind. And the water is like 63 degrees. It's like cold enough that it makes your feet really hurt when you get in. So that's not super fun. Don't love that. Love how I feel. Don't love having to get in an ocean like that. So we'll see. I might have to start doing gym things that are good for surfing for a little while. Anyway, I think that's why I'm in a more of a fall mood finally, because that feels fall-ish. My scary movies being able to tolerate without too much fears. Conjuring movies. Ah, yeah, Conjuring's fun. I think for me, Conjuring works. It's just like all of my favorite stories. It's because they make sense within the world building. They don't need to make reality sense. They just need to make sense in their own rule. Like they need to have their own set of rules that I can like understand, I think is what it is. That's why I don't like movies like where it's just a random haunting. One, it's boring, and two, it just doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything for me to help me like get through the fear of it. It's just scary, and that's all. And that's annoying. There we go. Let me know if that's like too annoying. So that's like my main. If it makes sense within the world, then I can handle it. That's the same reason like I love Hereditary. Hereditary is genuinely scary. Like there really are some scary, and not even scary so much as just like horrifying. Like of any movie in the horror genre, that movie horrified me the most because it's so shocking. Some of the things that happen.
Speaking of
but
movies, what do you want to see?
Oh, we need to see Speaking of Weed, I think. That's the one we were most excited about.
Not playing it.
Oh, really? We missed it?
Yep, we missed it.
Dang it. I want to see that one.
It's not playing. I didn't see Tustin, but it's like further away.
It's worth looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hereditary. But here's the thing, Donica. Here's the thing. Is that Hereditary is horrifying. In that it's shocking and like WTF kind of horrifying. But it is another one that makes like the world building makes sense. Like once the story unfolds, then it's like, oh, I understand. I understand why those things are happening. I understand what they mean. I understand what is going on. And that makes me not scared. That's all I really need is that. And then I'm good. I don't need.
Oh, no, never mind. Speaking of Evil is at Action Valley.
Excellent. That's down in San Diego.
Tomorrow or Saturday?
I think we should do Saturday, maybe?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. But yeah, okay, so cool. So we're seeing Speak No Evil on Saturday. I'll be able to tell you about that one. That looked fun. Just like a cool thriller. Gary.
Yeah,
I think 5:45.
yeah, that's a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
Wow, like it's like.
Is it long? Well, that's not surprising because it's been out for a little while.
It's another recliner chair. So let me see if there's another theater.
The theater.
What's the rest of that song again? The theater.
I can't remember what movie that's from now.
Well, that's White Christmas. That's easy, but.
Oh, yes. That one? No, that's Singing in the Rain. Why can't I think of it now? Vincent loves White Christmas. He discovered. He didn't grow up watching musicals like I did. I don't love White Christmas. I like it. It's not my favorite, like old Christmas movie. But Vincent loves it.
The theater. What's happened to the theater?
Nothing good?
It's just that specific movie is in like the little theaters with worse seats.
Oh. I mean, I still just would rather. I'd like to see that movie in theaters, so I'm willing to sacrifice the recliners. If we have to, we have to.
Do it's that, or do you want to see Terrifier 3?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a corny. It's like an uber gory, corny horror movie.
Okay.
Like you've seen the memes of that mime clown, like with the shocked face, right?
Oh yes.
Like the oh, and then this like the cheeky.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
he does one after. That's him.
Okay. Ugh. I got my thread caught.
Or honey, I have a question.
What?
Do you want to see Am I Racist by what's his face?
Matt
Wall.
Walsh. He's the worst. I really can't stand him. I hate the sound of his voice even. I don't say that about very many people. Even Ben Shapiro, I wouldn't say that about, but Matt Walsh deserves it. He is so foul. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
To quote Singing in the Rain, since we're on the subject. I'm pretty sure that entire movie that Matt Walsh made is just like him going to inclusive spaces and trying to like gotcha people. And they're all just like, what? Like it's not successful. It's kind of embarrassing to turn that into a movie, in my opinion. Having watched many clips from it at this point. There's 2 paranormal activities. Paranormal Activity is scary. I think it's
that's the OG paranormal movie right there.
Paranormal Activity is scary because I agree with you, it does look real, and it's because they use those really low quality cameras like infrared, and it makes it so easy to feel like it's like our brains have a harder time saying no, that's fake, just because the quality is so low.
Paranormal Activity?
Yeah.
Or Blair Witch Project?
Oh. I mean, if it's gonna be between the two, I prefer Paranormal Activity. Yeah, Blair Witch, there's just so much screaming and so much like darkness. I feel like I have a hard time seeing what's going on. Like Paranormal Activity, I have a little bit of an easier time understanding what's happening. I like the Insidious like series too of movies. Those are fine.
Isn't there like a new one?
Mm-hmm.
Now or something?
Yeah, my stepsister, like my parents took my stepsister to see it for her birthday.
Megan?
No, Emily.
Emily?
Yeah. I hate when the loops aren't even.
Alright, booked.
Cool. That was number 2. Insidious doesn't have other movies like in that world, or am I thinking of something else?
No, you're actually right. I think it's more like chapter 2. Like they had like separate movies for like chapter 1.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I know there's more than one Insidious movie.
But Blair Witch was not real. But they presented it as real. They even like parked a fake car that was supposed to be like the abandoned camera crew. So they introduced it in the movies as real.
It was like guerrilla marketing.
Yeah,
so it went super uber viral.
So people went to see it out of curiosity, but obviously they would not like something like that. If it was really feared, that would be like a police investigation or something like that. But people were like, ooh, spooky.
I mean, if it was like a documentary style, you know, they show real footage of stuff like that. Not stuff like that as in people being haunted, but like, you know, found footage stuff.
But for a hot second, you were like, wait, hold on, the car is really there? Huh?
Yeah, I think a lot of people got confused, and then the story like went so viral, and then it was never really addressed again. So it's just like become part of our pop culture, like what we think of.
Then they made a sequel, and that was absolutely terrible. It was like super corny, and it was like not the same style at all, and a different director. So it was just
yeah. They didn't need to make another one.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I think Blair Witch is scary in a not fun way. Because like I said, it's just a lot. It's like a lot of screaming and darkness and like cameras way up close to people's faces. And so it's very stressful to watch. It's not like something that's like fun to put on and like sit with popcorn and watch. Like
No, it's atmospheric.
Atmospheric. Yeah. There's other found footage movies I would like rather watch.
Cloverfield's a good one.
Cloverfield's great. I love Cloverfield because I love monsters. Monsters are amazing. I thought that After Earth one was good too. Wasn't that found footage? The one where everyone like starts to meld into the forest. All the researchers go crazy.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That was found footage, right?
I think so.
I liked that one. That one was good. It didn't get a lot of hype, obviously. Vincent doesn't even remember it, but I liked it.
I'm no expert, though.
Cloverfield definitely was a favorite, though. I liked Cloverfield.
No, After Earth. No.
Is it not?
The one. After Earth is the one with Will Smith and his.
Oh, you're right. Into the Earth, Under the Earth. It's like something the Earth. Yeah, not After Earth. It's something Earth.
Into the Earth. No,
It's with
In
that.
The Earth, In the Earth is the one we've seen. like that UK movie with those scientists that went in the forest, right?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
It's not found footage.
It's
but-
not? I
no,
feel like it is. Is it them with their own cameras?
No,
Oh. I'm wrong.
but that one was a really good one.
Yeah. So it's Into the Earth? Is that what it's called?
In the Earth.
In the Earth.
That UK movie with.
I like that one. I thought it was
It's
good.
like very psychedelic, and then like it turns out actually scientists are like possessed. And then, like,
Yeah, there's like something crazy going on. It's like sentient fungus almost.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool. I like stuff like that, honestly. I think it's fun.
Yeah, so that one at the movies was good.
Yeah, that one's on theater. Well, it's not found footage, so if you like found footage, it's not that. But I did like it in general. As a movie.
The one I'm super excited to watch, which they are filming right now, is 24 months
This is a
later,
wet
I think, or 24 years
dripping.
later. I forgot exactly how they call it.
Isn't it 24 years later?
I have to check it out.
I think it's
like
24 years
really
later.
under wrap. But
That's the 28 days, 28 weeks.
yes.
And then the next one.
But
I think it's 24 years.
They got Cillian Murphy back.
Oh, that's great. I love him. I love that series. That one's zombies, like runner zombies. They were the original runner zombies, actually.
Yes.
Very scary, but it's just like action-packed scary. And it has a very like chaotic feel to it because it's not found footage, but the camera is always handheld and it's running with people everywhere, so it feels like really crazy chaos is happening. They're just like the camera's moving so much.
Yeah, so 28 years later, the long-awaited sequel is on the classic 28 days later,
Good.
28 weeks later.
I love both
June
those.
2025. Director Danny Boyle and screenwriter Alex Garland will both appear in the franchise first, third movie.
Excellent. That's
I am
fab.
so excited.
That's gonna be good. Hey, could I do you a favor? Could you do me a favor? Would you be able to grab me the iPad?
Yes. Oh, Ray Fiennes is in it.
Nice.
Oh man, Murphy hasn't been cast for the film.
Wah wah.
But he was. But you want your water?
No, iPad.
iPad.
Thank you. Probably should have my water, but
I'll open.
thanks, son. Okay, well, I think the setup is okay. I'll be doing this for at least one more week. Let me see. Actually, let me see for sure. I think one more week. 17th. Yeah. They'll be back on the 21st. So next Thursday I'll be here too, and then after that we'll be back to regularly scheduled programming. Then we only have one more month until we're heading back to Arizona. So this year's gone by so freaking fast. So crazy. I was gonna say something and then I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm very sorry. That's okay. I guess I'll just keep stitching until I die. I'm so tired of this. Isn't it ironic that like the one that's the easiest to do and the one that actually should be perfect for streaming because it's just one color for a long period of time, I like don't have to pay too much attention to my pattern, is also the one that my brain wants to not do. I think it's not stimulating enough. But I think it's gonna be so cute when it's done. I just think I'm understimulated when I'm working on this one.
On your water, is it with you?
It was on the table.
Check again.
I don't know where it is now. So, I might have taken it back out. I don't think I took it outside. He found it. Okay, I have to look at my pattern. I actually don't know if I'm needing to stop at any point. I think there's one more clap. Maybe not actually.
It's such a mess that I could not see it.
Sorry. It's not that much of a mess.
Do I really have to
I don't need
Short
you
picture?
to. I don't need you to answer that. Oh, waffle's good. My head hurts.
Yeah. Trigger points.
Oh, my whole, like, all of the muscles around my whole head are just like tight. They hurt so bad.
Yeah, those ones probably.
Oh no! I need to charge this.
You got? Is that your USB-C?
Yeah. Yep. I can't swap it for my computer. It's okay. I just needed to look and see, but I should be good. I have nothing fun. Just orange forever. Ow. They rock when they don't hurt. Yeah, this is like the muscles that are up the back of your neck that connect to your skull. Like those ones. I just have been looking at the computer too much lately. Thanks, son. Everything hurts.
Oh man, crunchy.
Very crunchy. Everything's crunchy.
Ouchie.
I've been telling you about it.
I'm just like me just running my thumbs. It's just like
It's like straight knots.
yikes.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't take care of it myself. It's too hard. I'm just gonna sit here and stitch. It hurts so bad, and it gives me a headache. I tried to like lay on the floor and stretch my back out and do all the things you're supposed to do, but what really needs to happen is just my shoulders and my neck, because they're what's really bad.
I'm sorry I failed you.
I think I carry all my tension in my shoulders. Like I tend to.
Oh yeah, you tend to just like squeeze it up like this.
I'm having a hard time. I've been very anxious the last few days, so
Aha.
there you go.
Huzzah.
No wonder that's been happening.
Oh wow, ouch.
Yeah. I'm surviving with no pain meds. I'm just living with this. I need to get like regular massages so badly.
I'll give you a real massage.
Patronizing. Patronizing? Is it patronizing or patronizing? I actually don't know.
Both ways.
I know, me too. I don't know which one's correct.
Here you
Thank
go.
you. Love you.
Love you too.
This muscle right here. Ugh. Yeah, Donica, I need one too. I actually have literally never gotten like a professional massage. My dad did massage school when I was younger as like, he was a school teacher and we needed more money, so he was doing, he did massage school, which also, wasn't great. But anyway, so my whole childhood, he would just give us, you know, we'd all be sitting around watching TV and he'd like do all the things on our shoulders and whatever else, but I don't have that anymore. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, Daniel, I mentioned earlier, I started playing Minecraft again. I found a really, it was because I was on Reddit, and the Minecraft subreddit, people always shared, I think there's actually a separate Minecraft, separate subreddit for Minecraft seeds. Like people request specific things that they want in a seed, and then like if people have seen it, they'll like share the seed. And someone mentioned like having an island with like a river all around it, and someone posted the seed for it, and I was like, that sounds fun to build on. So I plugged that seed in, and so now that's my seed that I'm building a home in, or building a home in. But it's actually, it's just changed so much. I feel like there's so much new stuff that I like don't know now. Like I went to a savannah village and I forgot about armadillos, and I was like, what the heck is that? And then I remember there's armadillos now. And then there's like the trail ruins, and then all the stuff in the caves, like the deep dark and ancient cities. Like there's so much. I'm kind of overwhelmed. But it is fun. I'm gonna be building again. I want to get back into Minecraft. Daniel, you can join my world with me if you want. Just let me know. I keep naming my worlds as songs. The one that I was in a while ago was Alone Again Naturally, and then the one I'm in right now is A Place in This World. Taylor Swift. Don't I could go to a day spa or spa in a nice hotel like in Vegas. Ooh. That sounds good. My mom actually gave me a gift card for my birthday for a spa. So I need to actually use that. Thank you for the reminder. Oh yeah, Daniel. Trial chambers. Yeah. And pale, yeah, I saw that in the snapshots. It's crazy. It kind of looks weird. Some of the snapshots, it just looks gray. Like, it's not cute. So I kind of hope that they refine the colors. So that it looks better. Yeah, Donica, you know what it is that I just feel really out of my element because I'm just I literally never do anything like that. The only thing I'm comfortable with like beauty stuff. Okay, I take that back. I used to get Brazilians all the time, so like, that was fine. But I've only ever also, like I did nails. I've done nails at nail salons for forever, but I've never done anything else at like a salon or a spa in any way. So I don't know. I feel out of my element. Like I don't know what to ask for and I don't know where to go and I don't know how to tell if it's good or not. Like I know how to tell if a nail salon is good or not. Yeah, I think my mom gave me like $75 for salon. I think that's what it was. Here's itchy. So I need to use it. Maybe I'll wait until I'm back in Arizona and my mom can tell me like where I should go. She might know. Whitewood is super cool to build with. It is better than birch, which is too yellow. I hate building with birch, so I would like to have a different color. Donica, thank you. You're right. I need to self-care. I actually really probably do. I feel like when I was younger, I could just ignore it, and now it like really, really affects my whole health and ability to work. So that's my main issue is that like if I can't work because my back is giving me my back and my shoulders are giving me so many issues. I literally cannot sit at the computer anymore. I can't do all the things I want to do. Then that's when I start to be like, okay, I gotta figure this out. And that's on never having healthcare. I've never had healthcare insurance pretty much my whole, except for one of the 2.5 years of since I lived in New York during COVID, we had healthcare insurance. But then it was COVID, so we didn't go anywhere or do anything anyway. I am not used to paying for it or taking it into consideration. Yeah, Donica, that's a good idea, actually. His birthday is coming up. November 2nd. Maybe we should do that for his birthday. I feel like he'd like that. It was so interesting. This is so random, but where was it? It was on Reddit or it was on Threads or it was on, I think it was Reddit or Threads. I can't remember which one. But anyway, someone basically was like kind of like doing an Ask Me Anything. And she said that like she's like she works in corporate, but she works in a massage parlor after hours just because she enjoys it, she says. But it's like a happy endings massage parlor in a state where it's legal. And she like, there are so many people with so many really interesting questions about like about her work and like what it's like and like what she does specifically and like how she got into it. And I was just like, wow, could never be me. Could never be me. But so interesting. I think she framed it like she loves to feel like she's helping people and like she doesn't get that from her corporate job. And so she like enjoys it for that reason. I was like, fascinated. I feel like I've only seen those like in the movies. Like I don't even know, how do you find that? What do you type into Google? No clue. But it was very interesting. I feel like that's a more noble profession than something like OnlyFans or something. I feel like OnlyFans is fine. I totally understand why people do it. More power to you. But I think like approaching it from like wanting to help people and like especially men who are struggling is like such an interesting frame of mind, like a mindset, a way of framing that work that I had like never considered. Anyway, it was I wish I could find it again because it was so, I think I might have sent it to Vincent. Maybe I can find it through my, I'm trying to remember if I can find it again because it actually was so very interesting. Especially because it wasn't like her main gig. It was just like something that she did because she loved it. I know this is very off subject. I just popped back into my head. Anyway, that's what I think about in my spare time. Let's see. I've been watching Vikings, which I've started a few different times and never really stuck with, so I'm sticking with it this time. I think I got deep enough into it that, like, I get it. I needed something else to binge. I finished Black Sails, which I loved more than life itself. I love Black Sails as a TV show so much. I cannot recommend it enough if you have not watched it and you like period dramas. This one involving pirates. Yeah, so I need something else to watch. So Vikings is doing it for me right now. I've already watched most other, like, period drama kind of shows. I've run out of things in that category. Vince and I are finally watching What We Do in the Shadows, which is hilarious. And we're kind of moving too slow on it. Like, I want to watch more of it, but we've been busy. But I think it's so funny. It's a good, like, if you like The Office, then you'll love this kind of vibes. But it's hilarious. And good for Halloween, actually. Very spooky. I think that's it. I've just been watching a lot of Vikings and a lot of YouTube. I watch Ryan Hall, y'all. He's the weather guy. They had an amazing setup for the hurricane, actually. I've watched him for most tornadoes and stuff because he's in the Midwest, so he's always up on tornado stuff. But he also follows every big weather event. And this one he had, I think, and this is just like his YouTube channel is like 2 million subs, so it's like a big, it's a big operation now. They have like an office space that he streams from. He always has like all of like the feeds up from different like main streaming like for the states provide for weather events, and then he has a couple different meteorologists that come on and like they all monitor together. So like other meteorologists will pop on and just like mention stuff that he missed, or give updates if they're looking at a different radar or something. Then for this hurricane Milton, he also had like at least 3 different storm chasers on the ground, literally like filming from the ground. One of them got hit, like their truck got hit with a street sign. And it was just sitting on top of the car. So like for the rest of this stream, you could like see it in the camera. It was kind of funny. But he had all those storm chasers on the ground. He'd like check in with that like a radio system. And then he also had all these cameras that they put up all over, and like it was literally like inside a big PVC pipe and then like a camera, and then inside a box, and then like strapped to like whatever strongest thing they could find in the area. And they would just like leave them up until they got washed away. So you could just literally see the water coming up and the wind coming up until suddenly like the camera's dead. It was like so fascinating to watch. So you don't have a favorite weather guy on YouTube? Ryan Hall, y'all, really has a good system down. It was very interesting yesterday. I watched all day. He had like a 10-hour stream covering everything. The tornadoes were insane, and then he had all of that going on with the hurricane too. You two can dress up? No, we're so lame for Halloween. I don't think I haven't dressed up for Halloween in years. Which is sad because I loved Halloween as a kid. Like I had the best costumes. I put so much work into my costumes every year. I took it very, very seriously. And then I'd like get to school or like the parties and stuff, and all of the other girls would be wearing like something so cute, and I'd be like, well, I took this way too seriously. Every time. Like I would like wear prosthetics. Like I was like very serious about it. But yeah, I think once we got married, I couldn't dress up really easily anymore. Let me see. I can actually remember the last time I really dressed up. It was in college. I'll show you. It was the year Vince and I were dating? I can't remember. But I will show you. I was a Death Eater. And yeah, I think that's the last time I dressed up, because then Vince and I got married and we lived in France, and France is much more low-key for Halloween. Like only little kids really do it. And then after that we lived in New York. In New York, we just didn't have any friends the first year that we were there. And then right after that, like COVID hit, so then there were no parties the next year, 2020. 2021, we just hung out with friends. And then we did Vincent's birthday, because Vincent's birthday is like, 2 days after Halloween. It's kind of always been his birthday thing, more than Halloween at this point, I think. Let's see. I can look up my college. I actually really liked this costume. It was fun. I'll find it. I just have to scroll back a lot. Yeah, Donica, this is the problem, is that since we don't have kids, we don't get any candy. And since we've never really had a house that like people could come to, because like we've only ever lived in like upper floor apartments, I don't have any excuse to buy candy. I just buy a little bit for myself because I like it, and then that's it. It's kind of lame. But I really love what was I gonna say? I really love candy corn. I know it's a very unpopular opinion, but I love candy corn. Candy corn and the caramel covered apple like lollipops are my favorite Halloween things. I know that's very lame, but I just think they're so good. So those are the only two ones that I ever really get now. Vincent loves chocolate, so he'll eat anything chocolate. I don't really like chocolate. I take it back. I like chocolate, the flavor. I just can't eat very much chocolate. Like, especially not like milk chocolate, like candy bars and stuff. It's like not for me. I would rather not, actually. Let's see. I'm almost there. I had to go to a different. I was looking at the wrong one. Oh my gosh. Pictures of guys I dated very briefly. Scroll back too far and scary things pop up. Okay, snow. We're almost there. Oof, so many art pictures from college. Fascinating. Let's see. We're almost there, folks. I can tell. November, October. Yes. I just wore like it was already, we were in Utah. It was already pretty cold. That's the last time I dressed up for Halloween. I drew a Death Eater thing on my arm with Sharpie. So funny. I felt so cute. Because I literally never wear lipstick. Yeah, that was the last time I dressed up. I was... How old was I? 2015? I was 21. That's how old I was. Just kids in my neighborhood, but they get their trick-or-treating done at their school. Oh yeah, teenagers stuff at the house. Yeah, I think I need more of an excuse. I'm the only one that likes candy corn and apple lollipops. I will say, like, near where my mom lives, they have some really fun Halloween, like, where, like, the whole neighborhoods will, like, shut down their streets and, like, everyone goes all out on decor. And then, like, everybody comes and trick-or-treats there. So that makes it a lot more fun. Like, that's how my mom's house is now, where they live. Growing up, we had really good trick-or-treating in my neighborhood growing up. It was like a historic district neighborhood, lots of older, but like really nicely maintained, kind of smaller houses. And that always had like really good turnout for Halloween. It was fun because it was just like, you know, straight street, house, with smaller yards because it was an older area of town. So I grew up with like a really great neighborhood, and I feel like it's just so different nowadays. People don't go to strangers' houses as much as they used to 20 years ago when I was a child. Actually 10. 10's almost too old even. 23 years ago when I was 7. My nose is running. It's because I forgot to take my meds today. I need to take my meds still. If I don't take allergy meds, I just get runny nose every day. Doesn't matter if it's allergy season or not. I just like... I think of Halloween now. I think it's fun to like watch a scary movie and like I love making pumpkin cookies and buying our first Costco pumpkin pie. And after Halloween is usually when I start rewatching all the Harry Potter movies too. Because they're fun. Hey, no, it's not pre-recorded. Hi, nice to meet you. No, very much live. I just chat. So, welcome. What was I saying? I can't remember. Anyway, we'll probably do the same thing this year because we'll still be here in California at the beach. Hanging out. Cut it close with this thread. I don't know what I want to watch for Halloween Day this year. We usually hang out at home, which is now, you know, our van. Now they have Disney Plus. Maybe I should watch like a classic. Maybe it should be like Halloween Town or Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is fun. I just feel like I remember Hocus Pocus better. I'd rather watch something I don't remember as much. Maybe we should watch like My Mom's on a Date with a Vampire or something. I think that'd be kind of fun. Or maybe it's time for Harry Potter #1. Original meme songs. Why is that bad? I don't know what that means. I just dropped my thread. I don't know anything about anything. You're gonna have to explain it to me. Also, hi, nice to meet you. I have to go pick up my thread that I just dropped. I can't pick it up because I can't move my share. Oh, great. Thank you for that. Why would you do that to me is my question. Well, if you are any kind of racist, I will just kick you and block you. So I'm also trying to craft over here, so I'd rather you didn't because then I have to handle that instead of crafting, which is what I want to be doing right now. So well, original meme songs, I don't know. I'm not gonna thank you for that. Kind of sucks. So thanks for letting me know, I guess. I am going to continue stitching, and if anyone is terrible, you will be gone. You've been warned. No. I can't kick you though. Maybe we should just do that instead. Sorry on my regulars. Now I guess we're dealing with this. Time out. Time out. This is fun. Let's see who else. Donica, have a good night. Moxie, am I? I'm not over 40. But, cool. I don't care. I don't care who shows up as long as you're not, like, an asshole. I am kicking out anyone who I don't know. Apparently, we are... I don't know what the correct internet term is. Because this isn't Twitch. But apparently we're being raided by shitty people. So, sorry. I will be on top of chat now. No, kicked out for saying stupid shit. It's fine if you're friendly. Don't be racist. Don't be an asshole. Don't be gross. This is a family-friendly stream. We're on YouTube. Get with it. Also, I'm literally crafting. I am stitching. This is not the place. So you will be gone because this is good vibes only. Matt. Hi, everyone. I'm not even going to try to say everyone's names. I usually say hi to each person individually, but now there's too many of you and I don't know any of you, so. You have to earn your place in my memory. I do not have an OnlyFans account. More power to anyone who does it, but I just don't need to. And no. No thanks. Hamilton, why would I do that? I just said don't be racist. So why would I then be racist? Come on. Figure it out. Okay, I have to put this. Is your name Kadeem or is your name KDM? Tell me. Anyway, hi. Is anyone working on anything crafty related at all, or all of you just random people that have come to hang out, which is fine. I don't have any problem with people hanging out, but usually everyone's working on something in here. Hampton, no. I will kick you for saying any word that is any kind of racist because I don't know who you are, actually. You were saying that you are a 10-year-old black kid, but I don't know that. So no, we're just not gonna have that in chat at all. Sorry. Kadeem. Okay, great. Good to know. Are you working on anything, or are you also a random? Oh, shoot. Great. Well, like I said, I'll kick anyone who's stupid, so. Daniel, what are you doing right now? I'll make you a moderator if you want. You're gonna get kicked. 1, you're about to go. Say anything else and you're gone. Just FYI. I am ruthless. I do not care. What's the point of having annoying people around? I have my group of crafters that I love. All of you are random. I don't care about you. So, you gotta earn my respect. Thanks, Danny. Well, here we are. Savage Sarah. My name is Emmeline, but sure. Hello, everyone. Don't say anything stupid or you're gone. Pepperoni, Daniel's my brother, so you can't fool me. I know who Daniel is. He's my little brother, and he's here every week. He's my biggest supporter. Completely worthless being. I don't like your name, but hi. I don't want to keep saying that, so I'm gonna call you something else. Yes, I do live in a van, and I have for 2 years. Tonight, I am at my aunt and uncle's house because I'm cat sitting. Me and my husband are cat sitting for the next couple weeks. Also, no. So if you keep talking about being Jewish or not being Jewish, I'm gonna assume you're anti-Semitic, and you'll also get blocked. Yes, because then I have to keep calling you completely worthless. So I don't want to keep calling you that. Thank you, Kadeem. He is lucky, and he knows it. He tells me every day. Just kidding. I'm actually the lucky one. He's a really great person. And a great husband. And we've been married for 8 years, so. Anyone who wants to try to make any comments about it can suck it. Yes, because this is the pattern for Hocus Pocus. The nostalgic Disney Halloween movie, because I'm doing a Halloween pattern, because this is my own pattern that I have for sale on my Etsy shop. And it will be a little black cat when it is done. And if you make any weird jokes about cats, then you're also gonna get blocked. Now I have to anticipate all the ways you guys could twist everything I say around. It's incredibly annoying. So don't be stupid. Hampton, you're literally about to go. I will kick you. LeBron James, no. Ew. No one can tempt me. Trust me, we surf every day. I'm around surfers every day. No one can tempt me. Yeah, I don't like this Hampton guy either. He's going. Thanks, Kadeem. You're right. Yes, I am LGBT friendly. Very much so. My husband and I are both very monogamous, but also very bisexual, so we're absolutely, we're friendly to everything that's inclusive, really. Just like I said, don't be stupid, don't be racist, don't be gross. He said he don't like that guy, so I kicked him. Kadeem. Did I go to college? Yes, a decade ago. I am 30. I went to college for 3 semesters, and then I got married and I dropped out and moved to France. I was an illustration major. I do art. Dorito is all of the above. Is it Harito? I don't even know your name. I'm scared to say these names out loud. It's not so much any singular thing, it's the totality of just honestly messing up my chat with that. I don't care. No. No, it was a very competitive program. It's the most sought after program for Disney. Illustration and animation. The one that they hire most heavily from. But it is not Ivy League. Just difficult. I mean, technically, we both go both ways, but we also are very monogamous and have been for, you know, almost a decade. So it doesn't really mean anything at that point, or at this point. We both just think everyone's hot. My favorite type of cat is the 2 cats that I have in my van. Because we have cats. So if that's supposed to be a joke, I'm ignoring it. Because I actually would love to talk about my cats all the time. Happy birthday. If it's really your birthday. I don't trust anyone in this stream now. Melvin, if that's true, sorry, I don't control the ads. It might be showing you that because that's what you're interested in. Just so you know, ads are tailored to the viewer, not the streamer. So, hate to break it to you. If you're getting anything anti-trans, then that's on you. Because I am definitely not. That's a weird comment, Haitian zombie. You're just lucky I shaved this week. No, not a Scorpio. Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Pisces, Moon, Leo, Rising. I am a chaotic mess. If you know anything about astrology. Which I really don't believe in, but I do think it's funny that I have the most complicated chart. Weird. I don't know what to tell you guys. I've never had complaints on any of my ads until you showed up, so. Like I said, ads are tailored to the viewer. They're only going to show you things that they think you'd be interested in. And on my end, I don't even choose where ads go or how often you see them. I can choose a baseline, but then YouTube does all the rest on its end, like based on your interests. So you're all getting exposed. No. My husband is the most loyal man I've ever met. That's one thing that we literally never have to worry about with each other. Ever. And also, no. We both are hardline no's on cheating. If either one of us cheated, the other one would be out, and I would never expect them to come back. That's just not in the cards for us. Also, Kitten, yes, I do, actually. I know you're just being stupid, but yeah. What's a cheater? Always a cheater. I just think if they're willing to cheat on someone else, they're willing to cheat on you. Like, there's no special person that's going to be so special that they wouldn't cheat on them. Completely worthless thoughts on world peace would be nice, but humans have tiny brains, and we're never going to get there at this rate. That's what I think. We like to pretend we're super evolved, but we're actually still just, like, puny, tiny little brains. Which is why I live in a van and hang out at the beach all day and just whatever. I don't care. Is that real? I don't know whether to believe you or not. That would be very strange. This lighting sucks tonight. The setup is new for today because I'm in a house. So I'm not in my usual spot, and I miss my usual spot, to be honest. In my van. Chrome Geo basket. Free Palestine? Yes. 100%. Anyone who doesn't agree with that can leave. Genocide isn't cool. You guys are asking deep questions. I could talk about anything, so. Chris Hansen, it doesn't matter. It's like the gender's completely irrelevant. Completely worthless. How empathetic is the average person? Not very. I say that as someone who cries all the time over people I've never met, and I feel embarrassed about it because I'm trained that should be embarrassing when actually that's just being empathetic. So no, I don't think the average person is, because otherwise I wouldn't feel embarrassed about crying about people I haven't met. Kitten, everyone says that because everyone wants to think that they're the exception. I think for my husband and I, we both think it's kind of unforgivable. Like, there's no reason to do it ever. I understand why it happens to other people. I understand, like, people who are deeply unhappy and are stuck in, like, a relationship that's hurting them, that they would, like, seek something else. But I also know, like, in our situation, there is absolutely nothing that would stop us from just getting divorced if we weren't happy. So there's literally no reason to do that except just because you are, like, narcissist and you think that you deserve to have 2 relationships at once, or because you don't have the balls to say that you're unhappy. So in our situation, no, there's no excuse and it's unforgivable. I don't know who that is. M. Night. Matt, abortion. Go for it. More power to you. Until we fix the housing crisis and the food crisis and the low wages in this country, that is the absolute best option for many, many women. And saying that they should keep their legs closed is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why we're not talking about all the people who assault other people before we talk about that. So yeah, abortions are a great short-term solution to really hard to fix problems in this country right now. Ideally, no one would ever need one. It's hard on a woman's body, it's hard on them mentally, it's so socially stigmatized, none of it's good, but it's necessary, in my opinion. And a 6-week abortion ban is stupid. Ron DeSantis can suck it. That's how I feel. I told you guys, I don't care. I have never been anything but myself. Well then, is that true? Because you should probably get an actual toilet. Just FYI, toilets are kind of a necessary part of life. Kitten, is that really what you think is happening? Tell me more about your thoughts. Because let's ignore the last 75 years, right? I'm not going to get into political discussion also. I am sharing my thoughts and this is my stream. So if you guys want to fight, you can fight somewhere else. Would I cry over one of you? Yeah. If something bad happened to you and you were talking about it and it was legitimate, I'm not going to cry over you in this chat because I don't trust a single word that comes out of any of your, well, not mouths, any of your texts. I don't know what to call it. Any of your chats. I don't trust a single word out of any of your chats. But if it was a legit thing, then yeah. Like one of my best friends has a best friend. I've never met her, but she was engaged and like doing really great. And then she very suddenly got diagnosed with cancer a year ago and spent this entire year fighting it and then passed away last month. And I've never met her, but as soon as her fiance posted about her, yeah, I cried. I cried for her and I like all of her, the life that she can get to live. And I cried for her fiance who, well now husband, they got married really quickly, who doesn't get to have his life with his love. And I cried for my best friend who now is missing her friend. Yeah. I cry for stuff like that all the time. I cry over pets dying too because I love my cats so much. I can't even think about them dying. So when I see people talk about other, like their pets dying, it makes me really sad. So yeah, if it was legit, yeah, I would absolutely cry. Maybe 3,000 a month is maybe enough to survive on in some areas of this country, but it's not enough to live and thrive on. It's definitely not enough to save on. Unless you're literally only eating rice and beans, and like, why should we have to do that? We're in a country with incredible opulence and opportunity, and we've built that off the backs of other people, which is terrible. So, like, it sucks that our own people are so poor and struggling. There's literally zero reason for it. I also think billionaires shouldn't exist, so you're not gonna catch me on any of this. No, I'm not gonna go watch Terrifier 3. We were talking about that earlier tonight, because me and my husband see a lot of movies. We have AMC A-List, so we go to the movies all the time. But we're not probably gonna see that one in theaters, maybe at home later. I don't know. I want to see Speak No Evil on Saturday. We saw Joker last week. Interesting take, Kitten. If, as you say, all land is fought over and won over, then why shouldn't they keep fighting if that's just how we do things? Why do they have to roll over when nobody else does? Yeah, Art, that's how it is for most people right now. Like, we live in a van. We're homeless, technically, according to the government. I use my mom's address for important stuff. Like, we couldn't afford a house right now. Chris, it depends on what you like, because Vince and I, like my husband and I, actually really liked it. But I was also raised by 2 people in theater. And so I grew up with lots of musicals in my home. And so I recognized all of the songs, and I do not mind a musical number, but a lot of people were really upset about it. I think the context of like knowing that the director didn't even want to make that movie, he was just like, okay, I have to be here for this contract. He had a 2-movie contract, so he just had to do it. I think that if you remember that, then you can not take it too seriously. It's not supposed to be. I think it is kind of funny. Yeah, we actually liked it. I liked the ending. I didn't mind it. I also just like, I enjoy going to the movies so much that like it's like not that big of a deal to me. They don't have to be amazing. I see so many that I think my standards are different than most people's. I have lower standards because I see so many movies. Kitten, do you not realize that I can't even get into it. Why do you think Gaza's being fought over? Yeah, you're right. They should stop fighting over land. Palestinians should just have a place to live. How about that? Duh. Like, what you're saying is literally what Israel's doing right now. So, I don't know, man. I think all of it sucks. And you're right. We should all stop fighting. But like I said, we are little tiny human brains. We think we're so evolved and we're not. We're just literally getting started. And we're gonna self-implode before we get there, I think. I don't know. I'm not gonna keep talking about this with you because you have opinions and you're trying to convince me of your opinions. But you're free to have them. It's okay that we see things differently. I'm not gonna change my opinion just because of you and your comments. I was raised as a hardcore Zionist in a very conservative household. I have been on that side of things for most of my life. I don't think that way anymore because I took the time to consider things from all sides, and I also grew and had more experiences with other types of people in this world, and I traveled a lot, so I don't see things that way anymore. So you can't convince me to go back to that view because that view wasn't healthy for me. That view made me a bitter, like, judgmental person. So, no. You are not going to change my mind in this comment section. Sorry. It's not gonna happen. Why does everyone feel the need to say they have race in this comment section? It doesn't mean anything to me. Glad you're here. Don't be stupid. The end. Thanks for sharing, everybody. It's really, really insightful. Really cool. Really adding to this conversation. I love Oreos. I eat them all the time, but not you. Sorry. And Melvin, if you're talking to me, that's not funny. Because trans people are not a joke, so... Jeff, what are you talking about? Are you talking to me? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm mostly just tired of talking about controversial political things on my crafting stream, which is usually my happy place, full of people that I love and that we meet together every week. But now you're here, so that's what we're dealing with. I don't know you. The people I usually hang out with on Thursday nights have built a long relationship with me over many years. So, like I said, you gotta earn it. You gotta be here week after week. We gotta talk a lot about things that I actually want to talk about. Jeff, I don't care what you do. If you're annoying, I'll just kick you. You don't, M. Night, you can't even spell my name right, so I don't think that you actually know me. Sorry. I hate to break it to you. Oh, Jeff, I said you had to be annoying first. I don't kick people for no reason, just if you're annoying. M. Night, if you're actually dyslexic, then that's fine, I forgive you. I will say, though, my name is literally my username, so it is right there. Copy paste. You don't even have to type. Chrome Vincent is a cool guy. He is French and teaches French, so he's fun and interesting. Ken, you're about to get kicked. I feel like you're just hitting every single controversial talking point you can find. And quite frankly, nothing you can say is going to change my opinion. Because guess what? I have been destitutely very poor my whole life. My family was on food stamps my entire high school years. I have never had savings, ever. Like, I know what it costs to live in this country, and I know what it costs to be poor in this country. So, I don't think I'm the entitled one here. Yes, he is from France. Born and raised. What were food stamps like? Hard. You can only buy certain things. And, when you're poor enough to need food stamps, it means you don't have spending money for anything else. So you end up like wanting to have nicer food because it's the only thing that you can have that's like nice. Like, you know, you can't afford to go to the salon or like go out on date nights and stuff. Like my parents were like, they really couldn't do much. So food was like the only thing that we had. And then you get comments from people that you're buying nicer food and it's like literally that's all we have. Like that's the only way that we can like celebrate things or like have anything nice is like food. And I got free school lunches, so I had to buy school lunch food, which is gross. But that was what made sense for us at the time. Jeff, you're gonna go. You don't know me at all, so saying that means nothing. It's just clouding up my comment section. You again can't convince me of anything that I don't already know about myself when you've just met me. Are you trying? Are you trying to? Is this like is this a competition? Because I'm gonna win as soon as I hit timeout off for you. I'm giving you a second chance because I'm nice. Yes, I do play video games. Mostly Minecraft right now. I love Minecraft. Okay, goodbye. Nice knowing ya. Not. Yeah. I mostly been playing Minecraft lately, but we have a PS4 in the van and a Switch. So I kind of play whatever we can get our hands on. My husband's like the master at finding cheap games. So we have actually a massive library and I haven't played that many of them. I got into video games during COVID. So I got really, really, really sick. And I spent like 5 weeks in bed in early 2020 in New York City, which is where we were living at the time. So my little brother taught me Minecraft. And then I played a lot of PS4. Played Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm a completionist. So I will stay in the same video game for like months until I do every single collectible and finish every single thing. So it takes me a long time to get through games. Fuck, is there something wrong with vaccinations? It's the reason we're all here. Do you like polio? Are you a fan of tuberculosis? And yeah, you have to get vaccinations to immigrate pretty much anywhere. And I lived in France for a year and a half and had a spousal visa. So yeah, I had to take everything to move. Just like my husband had to do that for coming here. That's great, Melvin. You're lucky. It's because everyone else got vaccinated, and so you didn't have to, because you weren't exposed to the initial illness. Because they're pretty much eradicated. Yeah, tuberculosis sucks. Why would you want that? No, I'm not fluent in French. I really struggled to learn French when we lived there. We literally got married after being long distance for a year. And then, we like got married and moved to France a month after we got married. So I feel like there was a lot of stuff for us to figure out with like being very young and married. And it took a long time to kind of figure all that stuff out. And it was too much to like try to speak very like rudimentary French and figure out all like newlywed stuff, figure out houses and visas and jobs and everything. So I think now, like our home life is a lot more settled. Like we have a good routine and everything. I think learning French now would be easier, but it was really hard back then. Kitten, have you ever thought about maybe why they're mainstream? I am not one of those people who like needs to be counterculture just because things that are popular are somehow bad because they're popular. That's stupid. Usually things become mainstream because they work the best for the most amount of people. They make sense for the most amount of people. So I don't really understand why that matters as far as personal beliefs and opinions go. Kitten, has the mainstream really been historically wrong? Very interesting. I think you might be in specific circles because I don't think that my views are particularly mainstream. I think they're pretty far left of a lot of people in this country. I can't even talk to most of my family about anything that I care about because it's too controversial in our house, so. I don't think I'm that mainstream in my circles. Where did we meet? We met on Tinder in 2016. Back when Tinder was like one of the only dating apps. He was visiting the US and I was in school and we met on Tinder. Blacka, you're about to get blocked. Because vaccine jokes are not funny. They're just lame. It's been 4 years, like get over it. Melvin, no. I went to first grade, so no, I don't think the earth is flat. People spend too much time on the internet. You need to get off the internet and go touch grass. Yeah, I actually knew a couple of my other friends who got married from people they met on Tinder around the same time that we did. I think it was kind of the last hurrah before things got weird. No, it has to be black because the rest of the pattern's already orange. Sorry. Also, the cat from Hocus Pocus is black, so. Yeah, Tinder, it depends on where you're on Tinder. Also. Different, like, demographics are different. Melvin, are you saying you think the Earth is flat? Because then yeah, I do think you're stupid. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, completely worthless. I don't ever want to have to get on a dating app again, ever. It sounds like a nightmare. Well, Randy, I had it, so I don't know what to tell you. I had it real bad, and my lungs are permanently scarred. And I feel it all the time, so tell me more about how COVID is fake. Hinge? I don't know.
It's so cute to share.
What?
I'm literally just playing video games, and Birdie.
Is there a cat?
Well, yeah. Birdie's literally like
She
running
warmed up
next
to
to my
you.
feet and just like, and he just
Aw.
like, I was just.
That's
oh,
so
she's hungry,
happy.
or maybe she needs something else. No, she just wanted me to follow her on her cat tree.
Oh, does she just want
To her cat
pets?
tree, and she wants pets. She just rolls around and just purrs.
I think you've officially won her over.
I know.
That's wonderful. I got raided by a bunch of racists.
What?
Yeah, I put Daniel as a moderator. Everyone, this is Vincent.
Hello.
We're chatting, but they
Bunch
all
of-
suck.
Bunch of racists.
We're just chatting about who knows what. Everyone's really annoying though. Someone says bonjour.
Alright. Like, what's happening though?
You'd have to look back at chat and see.
Yeah, well, now I'm
Who-
very curious.
Where
about
did you
all
guys
of
come
those.
from?
Ça va? Oui, oui, ça va.
Remind me where you came from, because I didn't care enough to remember it.
Cavemen. Ooh. Yes, very much so.
A cute caveman though.
According to you?
Yeah.
Alright, cool, I'll take that. Hi, Vincent Perez. Like, what the? Who are you?
They're
What? Oh, well, it's probably-
annoying everywhere.
Right about your Burger Planet?
Burger Planet.
Burger Planet.
Who knows? Not anyone important enough to know about.
Hold up. Phone.
You've sent him on a mission now. Burger's van is nicer. You haven't seen our van. Wait, maybe you have actually. Are you stalking me? We built ours ourselves with no experience and we've lived in it for 2 years, so. I don't think ours is worth comparing to anybody's. But it is home. You guys are so weird. Are any of you doing crafts at all? Please tell me someone is like knitting or crocheting or anything.
Burger Planet is
I'm just alone out here, working by myself. Bonnie, you're right. It is. But you also save a lot of money and you get to travel a lot, so. Is it really poverty to live at one of the best surfing beaches in the world and surf every single day in between work? I don't know. We're closer walking distance to that beach than everyone else who pays millions of dollars to live nearby. Free water, free electricity. Pretty nice way to be poor. Bobby, you're gonna get blocked. I'm warning you once. Kitten, does that mean that we can still be friends because you're just trolling me and you're not actually annoying?
Thought on finding wives on Tinder. It worked for us. I'm just reading back in the comments.
Okay. Completely worthless keeps talking to you in French, so. How do you get free electricity? You stick some solar panels on your roof and you spend $2,000 on really nice batteries, and then voila, free electricity for as long as you have a van.
And sun, I guess.
Yeah, and sun. You have to have sun too, but that's not a problem in California either. Cavemen are simple. At least you know what you're getting with a caveman. You guys are so lucky I can stick around and do this stream for even longer because usually I'd be having to get off now because the park that we hang out at every day with a really good surfing beach is closing soon.
I can't place my control.
You think so?
I mean, how would they know all those details?
Because they've been stalking me for an hour.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not like my life is private on the internet. I had to make Daniel a mod because they were being so annoying.
Give me the gist of it.
Just racist and gross.
Yeah.
Trolling. It's not my typical Thursday night, guys, so things are a lot more quiet around here. Some of you are okay. Fed, have you been here this whole time? Way too much Jew talk. So... no, I don't trust any of you.
The Jew talk fellas.
It's almost like they want to win my respect or something. Weird. Bonnie, I do too. So, but still, I also have Jewish friends that I love very much. So, we can be critical of a government. We don't be racist. There's a difference. We can be critical of how governments choose to spend their money and what they choose to do with it. But we don't say that we hate Jews, because we don't. Fed, because they're still here. And they haven't been blocked yet. Because I warned them to not be stupid. Yeah, Chrome, that's how I feel. It's the same way that I can love, like, my country and have patriotism for, like, the good parts of the United States and still be very critical of our government and what it's done. Same thing. No, that's not okay. This music is weird. Oh. I don't like it. It's called Midnight. No wonder what's weird. Why is everything so slow all of a sudden? There we go. Better. No, they're not. That was actually a crackhead. A Trumper. Who found her cat in her garage or in her basement the next day. So no, no one's eating cats. That's why it's important to follow up when people say shit. Iguanas are fine to eat. Iguanas are generally invasive. If it was like out of your house, then sure. But like if it was in your backyard, then sure, eat the iguanas. They're so invasive. They're all over Florida and they're all over Puerto Rico. They gotta go. I love animals and I love reptiles. I had a bearded dragon growing up, but also iguanas eat everything. If it was out of your house, in a hypothetical situation in which that happened, yeah, you know, not great. But I know for a fact that you are lying and being dumb because you've been doing that all night, so you don't have a good track record, sorry. I don't believe you. Do you like this planet in general? I've never really known another planet, so yeah, I don't have much to compare to. I just know the one that we have. I would like it to be okay for as long as possible, for as many people as possible. Do I sell my handiwork? This is just a sample. I sell my patterns. I have an Etsy shop and I sell patterns. So I usually will like stitch up my pattern so that I can add it to the listing, because generally as a cross stitch like pattern purchaser, I prefer when I can see that like it's actually been stitched, because then I know like that they've actually checked it for issues. So I stitch my own also. And then I sell them. Thank you. It's been good. I've had my shop for I've had my Etsy shop for a little over a year, and I've got about 1,200 sales. So it's moving. I enjoy it. I probably will start selling these samples once I figure out how I want to do that. I don't want to have to like frame them or anything myself, so it'd have to be someone who just wants to buy this, and then they could do all the work themselves to like put it on their wall or whatever. I'll probably do a sample sale someday. But cross stitch is a very, very slow craft. It takes literally forever. So I don't think I would ever sell these because it's just so much work. I'd rather sell the way to make these. It's like a teach a man to fish situation. This one will be cute though. Would you like to see the pattern? Because I could show you the pattern if you wanted to see it. Because right now you can't really, you can see the cat, you can't see anything else. It will probably go soon because I've already been on for hours. Hours and hours. And I have to go do Inktober. Wow, what, Daniel? The real Daniel? All of you liars can suck it. There's Daniel. Damn, don't leave me hanging. Wow, what? I need to know. Tell me. Oh, that was something else. Yeah, it was. I think everyone's mostly gone now, though. The internet sucks. Thanks for your help, Daniel. I appreciate you. I'm hot. Yep, I am fine with that. Ugh. McDonald's gave us a paper straw. I hate paper straws. Yeah, everyone can go away. I'm gonna get off soon anyway. It's fine, I got to get a little sassy. I don't usually get to be sassy on streams because usually everyone's just really nice. But everyone sucked, so. Yep. I figured. Daniel, this is what I kept saying. I don't trust a single word any of you say. Thanks, Daniel. Thank you for your help. I find internet trolling so interesting because it's something I have absolutely no interest in doing myself. So it's yeah, Daniel, they did all have a lot of the same syntax, so I wouldn't be surprised. Also, you can tell by my concurrent viewers on my stream thing that there were never very many. Anyway, Daniel, if you want to play Minecraft with me, I do have my cute little world. I live on an island. Yeah, you're right, Daniel. They just kept recycling. I can invite you if you want. It is... Let's see. I can just start a little realm. I'll do it after, but I'll text you that little seed. Okay, so here's the only problem with the seed. There's like no deserts. Like hardly at all. Like I could not find a desert temple within like thousands of blocks of me. I looked on Chunk Base. I couldn't find one. So that's the only thing. But there's plenty of other cool stuff as far as that goes. There's lots of jungle temples instead of desert temples. So it kind of all evens out. And there's some really nice mountains nearby too. Give and take. There are some beaches, just not like full-on deserts. I did see a sea turtle right near me too. Yeah, I'm gone, like right now in the world, I'm thousands of blocks away trying to find a saddle. I've been really struggling to find a saddle, so. I looked in a few different, jungle temples and a few different villages. I finally found one with a leather worker. I was kind of hoping that it would be easier than it is, so now I'm just gonna see if I can, like, whatever it's called, upgrade that leather worker to because there's some really cool, like, there's some really good plains with a lot of horses right by me too, and I was like, it'd be nice to be able to, you know, ride a horse, but no saddle. That's why I found out there were no deserts. But anyway, you're welcome to join. I always think it's more fun to play with another person. Even if we're not on that much, like, I don't care. It's just fun. You can build near me, or you can go wherever you want. I'm like 800 blocks away from spawn. Excellent. I'm right near, so it's like It's like big mountain, and then little mountain, and then a ring of like a all water, and then like a big island in the middle. So it's kind of fun. I think it's cool. I built a bridge, like just like one long bridge, and then I have my base like on the island. So right now I'm working on a mine, also going down after I find a saddle. I just want a horse. I have a bunch of vanilla tweaks too. A few data packs. I don't know if you'll need to download them. I can send them to you. If, I can't remember. Do you need to also have the data pack for it to work on like a realm world? I can't remember. But I can send you like my data packs if you need them. Okay, cool. And then I just have all my vanilla tweaks, like resource packs, to like make everything quieter and less foggy and stuff like that. Rainbow health bar. Ah, so quiet again. I hate raids because I like to have conversations with people. And when there's too many chats going on, I don't know what's going on. And I miss stuff. It's annoying. So I'd rather have this, to be honest. Well, especially when it's like a bunch of 12-year-olds. Like, they're so annoying. It'd be cool if it was more people that were doing what I was doing, but not a bunch of randos. Remember that one guy that came into my Twitch stream one time while I think it was while I was playing Minecraft? And he was like claiming to know like one of the big Minecraft dudes. And was like, yeah, like I could connect you guys. Like, he's so stupid. I was like, okay. But he was the only one in chat that day, and so I was just stuck with it. There's nothing I could do. Unless I just blocked him and then I'd just be alone again. Alone again, naturally. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end this stream, and then maybe I'll play Minecraft. I'll get you on. Are you going to bed soon? What's your schedule like? Are you doing anything this weekend? Are you gonna be home since your breathing's bad? Because you can text me whenever you're on and I can hop on too. It's gonna be a pretty slow weekend. We're hanging out at the house here, so I've got a nice table and unlimited internet power to play. Just let me know, and then I'll sign off. Bed soon, time tomorrow. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Okay. I think you're the only one here. But whoever's here, I am logging off for the night because it has been almost 3 hours. But I would say it's been fun, but it's just been weird mostly. So I guess thanks for being here. If you weren't annoying enough to get blocked, thanks for hanging out. I will see y'all next week, usual time. And happy crafting.